fellow digital soldiers, and welcome to True Reporting. On today's podcast, I wanted to share with you an article that has a lot to do with the spiritual side of this day and age. We all know that Q always talks about from dark to light. Also, the president reiterates that point. We talk about this all the time, that this is not just a physical movement, but also a spiritual movement. And I wanted to share an article with you from John Smallman. It has a lot to do with the Great Awakening and a breakthrough with humanity. This person knows nothing about QAnon, doesn't even know it exists, but is still on the same wavelength as what is occurring even with us as a movement, as this Great Awakening QAnon movement. This following is right on the same path as a breakthrough in humanity. But before we get into this article, which I find to be very relevant, would you please go ahead and click that blue bell to get notifications so when I post, you'll be the first to know. Also, follow me on Twitter at True Reporting, and don't forget to leave a like. The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. With that being said, my friends, let's hop into it. This is True Reporting. So it says here, humanity is on the verge of a breakthrough in its awakening process. Doesn't that sound familiar? This is just from this December 18th. Yes, on the mainstream news, everything seems politically chaotic wherever you look. But that is as a result of the vast increase in loving energies flooding the planet to help you take a massive leap forward on your spiritual evolutionary path. The conflicts made known in the news are occurring because the underlying fear and anger that is causing them needs to be released not only at the personal level, but also at the planetary level. For eons, divisive and damaging beliefs and belief systems have caused enormous rifts between people, leading to the extremely painful severance of relationships at either a personal or an international level, and frequently resulting in the violent and vicious conflicts. Their arising now demonstrates very clear indeed to all of you the essential need for enormous change in the ways in which you choose to relate to one another. Prepare to be amazed. It is a leap that was planned as soon as the apparent separation occurred, with the timing set to coincide with humanity's choice to become aware that the only way to resolve issues from the smallest to the largest is with love. Remember, I always say, you get rid of fear and anxiety, what's left is love and light. This has happened, although many people still remain asleep, unaware, and the tipping point has been reached so that love and meaningful dialogue will increasingly replace acrimonious disagreement as people meet to resolve issues that are in danger of leading to conflict or further planetary damage. This is the moment when many creative opportunities to look at a major world issue in a totally new light will arise. Those who can offer meaningful guidance that will lead to solutions that will be for the benefit of all will appear and lead the necessary discussions in a harmonious, respectful, and cooperative fashion. This sounds just like the Great Awakening, correct? You may most certainly expect the unexpected in 2019. Wondrous events will occur that will delight and uplift you as you come to realize that humanity's route home is studded with the events which will spark much new spiritual awareness, events that will affect everyone on the planet, encouraging all to let go of any sense of personal unworthiness and to fully engage creatively with whatever their heart desires. A feeling of intense freedom will arise in everyone, allowing unrestrained enthusiasm to guide and direct them in every moment. The joy that such intense feelings will produce cannot be preconceived or described in any meaningful way. Nevertheless, they will arise in each individual, creating a feeling of unrestrained and undescribable wonder. And of course, there will be no need to describe them, because everyone will be experiencing them together, and thus knowing that they are one with everyone in this wondrous celebration that is life and that is love. Truly, those two states are inseparable. But for eons, you have believed that this is not the case. you have believed that life can be filled with pain and suffering, that it often is, and you have experienced that. Because we have been under the thumb of a entity known as the Cabal. As pure evil as they are, we are still breaking through in strides. The only thing that is separating us from connecting, I promise you, is the mainstream media, ran by the Cabal, ran by these evil entities, these evil beings. Beliefs are opinions with which people engage, wanting them to be true, but which in fact are just forms of limited vision that you impose upon yourselves, in which you attempt to impose on others in order to strengthen and validate them and yourselves. Many people identify themselves with their beliefs and get very upset when others refuse to accept or validate them. However, you have started to change your most severely limiting beliefs, letting go of the dogmas and authoritarian sentiment that have kept you seemingly enslaved since the beginning of time. And you are now allowing yourselves to see that you are not your beliefs. You are in fact discarding self-serving and damaging beliefs in order to make room in your hearts for information or knowledge from the infinite field of divine wisdom that is available to everyone, and that is a particular interest to you as an individual to flow into your awareness. For eons, strongly held and promulgated beliefs and belief systems have prevented you from fully accessing and engaging with your vast creative abilities. That is now changing rapidly, and the fruits of those abilities are being displayed and shared with increasing openness and enthusiasm, as people come to a realization that being open and sharing their creative ideas freely leads to major improvements for all of humanity in the way that your daily lives can be lived and enjoyed. Just like Q says, we have more than we know. I believe that he's telling us that we are very powerful people, and combined and working together as humanity, we can't be stopped because we are one and the same. We are all the same thing, which is amazing. We are all parts of God, and we need to get to this Christ consciousness level, and I believe we are on the path to that. You were created in love for eternal happiness, and life is meant to be fun, to be enjoyable, to provide you with satisfaction, contentment, and peace. However, when you choose to experience the unreal state of separation, you also chose to experience fear and all that goes with it. For eons, that is what you've been experiencing. But you have finally reached a point at which you have collectively decided that enough is enough. Collective consciousness, right? In other words, you have chosen to awaken from the unreal dream of separation, and you have set the collective intent for this to happen. Many are unaware that eons ago, at the beginning of time, as you know it, the choice was made collectively to experience separation from Source, God, by engaging with unreality. And they are also unaware that the choice to wake up was always available and that this has now been made. Consequently, many are still experiencing separation and all its woes, even more intensively than ever before, as all their unaddressed issues rise up to be acknowledged and released. That is what is now going on. And the evidence is being constantly enthusiastically portrayed on other major news channels as they continue to encourage people to be fearful, engage with, and pursue anger, seemingly justifiable anger, at the injustice and suffering that is being reported. So we always talk about non-gender and gender issues, all this kind of stuff. This is to confuse us so we don't know what's up and what's down, what's left and what's right. Everything is reversed. Our history needs to be rewritten, or we need to find a way to unveil the truth, everybody, that we are being separated from what is reality, and we have been asleep for so long, but no more. We are all waking up together, especially the ones who follow this movement. It's incredible, right? To finish up, it says, I cannot emphasize strongly enough the need for all you to go within daily, 2 or 3 times if possible, to rest, contemplate, and meditate at your holy altar where love is always in residence. While there, open your hearts to accept its warm embrace. Listen to the wisdom of inspiration it offers you, and then come forth knowing, as you do at the depths of your being, that all is divinely taken care of, because you are all divine beings, and you are all resolving the issues that arise because you have made the collective choice to do so. In that decision, you are being monumentally supported and assisted by your team members in the spiritual realms. Remember, there is only the one, and you are the one, experiencing individuality, differences of culture, nationality, ethnicity, and creativity, amidst all the sentient beings through which the one expresses itself. Therefore, be in joy. With so very much love, Saul. So I definitely wanted to show you that, guys. And also this, December 23rd, let's make this go viral. Return of Light activation, 121:19. It is time to take action again. The light forces have a certain plan for that day. The purpose of our meditation is to anchor as much light as possible on the surface of this planet. Again, the return of light from dark to light. You think that this may be all hocus pocus, but it's not, guys. This is all very real. I believe it to be real. I know it to be real. I don't just believe it. I know it to be real. And then we see here, obviously it looks like the Q clock, but it's not. And it says here, January 21st, 2019, Monday at 11 a.m., Manhattan, New York, geometric tropical places, true node. I'm not sure what all that means, but I still want to share this with you. The portal, Sunday, December 23rd, 2018. Make this viral. Return of Light activation. It is time to take action again. It is time to take the destiny of our world in our own hands. We all agree that the process of planetary liberation is taking too long. Here is our chance to collectively speed up the process. Therefore, we are using the opportunity of the total lunar eclipse on January 20th and 21st to create a portal through which we will unify our consciousness and enlighten the energy field around the planet. Make this viral. Share it worldwide. Please post it to your websites and blogs. Invite spiritual groups to join us. If you know an alternative media outlet, you can send them to it. You can create a Facebook event for your local group or people during this doing this in your part of the world. We also need one main Facebook group for this event. You can create a video about this and post it on YouTube. Scientific studies have confirmed positive effects of mass meditations on human society. So each of you that will participate in this meditation can actually help bring the event in full disclosure closer to us. This meditation helps the light forces to ground the energy of light on the surface of the planet to resolve the deadlock between the light and the dark. Forces finally setting humanity free. Number of people doing that meditation is the single most influential factor within the power of the surface human population for speeding up the process. We can reach critical mass at 144,000 people doing this meditation. This will create a massive healing chain reaction in the energy field worldwide. This was sent to me from Quinte. She's always on the podcast. She comes on a lot and calls in. And she says, at True Reporting, I believe prayer in meditation. And I do as well. It can definitely help heal a lot of things. And I'm glad she tagged me in this. And I wanted to share it with you. So thank you, Quinte. And thanks, everyone, for tuning in. If you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. Please follow me on Twitter at True Reporting. And don't forget to leave a like. You can also donate to this channel by going to my PayPal or my Patreon. The description is up here. And guys, I wanted to leave you with a very positive podcast for this evening. And definitely there's a lot of negativity in this world, but I believe we are eradicating it quickly. We are the spearhead. Believe it, okay? We are very powerful people, and we are here to take back our country, to take back our planet, and to take back humanity as a whole, guys. With that being said, my friends, please be kind to one another and love one another, and let's erase this darkness, right? From darkness to light is what we need. I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great evening. Good night. Bye.